Hi everyone, today's video I want to talk about how you guys can survive school. I am a year into secondary school, so I'm currently in second year, and I only have to survive 2 more years until I turn 16, and then I can legally quit school and start a job or start a business or do whatever I want. So I'm kind of just waiting to get through school to start that other part of my life, that other journey in my life. But basically, a lot of you guys probably have more school ahead of you, especially if you want to go to college and just get a good education or whatever. So sometimes, especially socially, school can be extremely tough because you're kind of forced into an environment. So technically, people could always say if you're struggling in school, you can always say, yeah, you can move schools. But it's really not that easy, especially if you're kind of a slightly antisocial person, which is someone I really used to be. So I'd strongly suggest just focusing on yourself, which is really like, it's easy to say, but it's hard to actually do, because in school you're constantly forced to socialize or talk to people. But my advice is, if you have no friends, which a lot of people are in that situation, just truly focus on yourself and just focus on your education if it matters to you. And just try to get through every single class, and you can do it, right? You just have to get through every single class nice and slowly, listen to the teacher, and just mind your own business. Even if people are making fun of you, that's on them, okay? That is not your problem, that is fully on them. So if you are having problems, like socially specifically, this video is definitely for you. So if you either have no friends or if you're the backup friend, just listen to me for a second. The problem is that you theoretically are in the best situation you could possibly be because you're not obligated by other people to spend time with them. You can do whatever you want on your breaks in class or in school or in free classes or whatever. I strongly suggest getting an interest in reading, and just like whenever there's a free class, just read. That always worked for me if I don't know anyone in my class. But basically, your problem isn't the fact that you're alone, it's the fact that you're lonely. Because being alone, there's absolutely no problem with that. It's just people find it difficult because they're scared to be like lonely. They're scared to have that feeling, oh, what if people are judging me, and if I have no friends I'm gonna get laughed at, or maybe you do get laughed at. But the problem here is, it is not that you're alone, because to be fair, you have to ask yourself, do you even like the people in your school? Are they up to your standards? Would you want to be friends with them? Or are you just pressured into it? Are you just socially pressured into, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make friends for the sake of not being lonely? Because there's absolutely no point with like socializing daily with another human being if they don't provide value for you. Whether that's happiness or whether that's some information or you have a common interest, like there is no point in absolutely having friends if they don't provide value for you. So first of all, you need to realize the people, if you do get made fun of in school, the people that are making fun of you are oftentimes the most insecure people you will ever meet, and the people that will probably end up in the worst position in life in the long term. They are often the people that consume the worst food, have the biggest mental problems, and so on and so forth. So what you're gonna do, especially if you're like purely alone in school, is just focus and think about what you can do at home to help yourself. Whether that's you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to start reading, dive into your hobbies, dive into skills that you could one day create to become your income stream, to become your source of making money instead of getting a regular 9 to 5. Obviously, even if you're going to college or even if you want to continue your education and you're antisocial, you can still try to make new friends, but I'd say don't fully pressure yourself into it, because I used to think that if I don't have friends, I will be completely lonely, but being lonely is a feeling that shouldn't even exist if we didn't force it upon ourselves, because we are constantly alone, we're constantly with ourselves. You probably have your own room and you're just spending time alone, whether that's on your phone or like reading or whatever your hobbies are. So you need to realize you can be alone, you you have to choose not to feel that pressure or that awkward silence around you, whether you're on break or in a classroom. And if you're getting bullied, just, I know it's hard because I've been through it, just deal with it, because nobody else is going to help you. Because if you have no friends and if you're constantly made fun of, you have to ask yourself, is there a reason for this, or are these other people so intellectually stupid to the point that to validate themselves they have to focus on other people? See, most of the friend groups that are probably in your school are not actual friends. They are all just people that are spending time together for the sake of not being alone, because they're scared to be alone. The best thing you can do if you're in a situation where you have no friends is to focus on mastering the skill of not being afraid to be alone in a public space. Just try to master that. Try to understand that it is okay to be alone in public spaces, in public situations. It is good to be alone. You can focus more in class. You can think about what you want whenever you want. You're not pressured to do anything. There is, like, obviously there's good things and there's bad things about having no one to socialize with, but at the end of the day, the only person that you actually need in your life is yourself. So start socializing and start understanding yourself before you go on and try to make friends or just cry about how insecure you are because no one wants to be friends with you. So your first step in life should always be to master the skill of not being afraid of being lonely or alone. Because once you realize how people are feel socially obligated to be with someone or to spend time with other people, you realize how crazy societally we all behave, because we are all constantly told that you need to have someone to socialize in your life. And the truth is that you really don't. You just choose to, because you are so incredibly brainwashed by society to the point that you think you need someone, that you need a friend in your school or in your class. So basically my advice for you, if you're the lonely friend, is to just learn the things that you can, focus on yourself as much as possible, and learn to become comfortable with yourself. Learn to become comfortable in awkward social situations, in group work, all that. Just try to be social and don't try too hard. Do you get me? Don't try so hard to make friends or to socialize. And if you're getting bullied, then just think about why those people are bullying you. On a psychological level, it's really interesting to think about why people feel the need to take out certain things on other people. If you are being bullied, or if you are bullying anyone, ask yourself why, and ask yourself, is there something I can do about this? Is this happening for a reason? Is this usually when someone gets bullied, or if you are the bully, you're being taught a lesson here, and you need to realize that something is wrong, because it's either the person that's bullying you, or either something's wrong with you, because there should be absolutely no reason why people should be bullying each other, especially in a school, which is really similar to a work environment. And as you go on in life, and if you have a job, you will encounter more and more of this type of backhanded compliments, of all this mean stuff. So please just practice the skill of getting used to being alone, and getting used to making it on your own, and getting used to handling yourself. And the second thing I really want to talk about in this video is if you are the backup friend, or the friend no one really chooses. So many people are socially pressured into having friends, and most of us don't have an actual proper friend to rely on. We just have friends that would leave us in a minute if they found someone better, or someone else that they socialize better with. So the best thing you can do if you are a backup friend is to be the backup friend, but don't take it personally. This is what I always do. I'm not considered anyone's best friend in my school. I just have a bunch of friends that I talk to and actually make constant good conversations with. I don't take anything personally. Just at the end of the day, whatever, like wherever you are in the form of your school life, whether that's in college, in high school, in secondary school, in primary school, whatever, just learn to focus on the fact that you don't have to take everything so personally. Because it took me a long time to realize that people are going to keep projecting their insecurities on you, whether that's fellow students or teachers or literally anyone, because the amount of times I have seen students and teachers projecting their anger, their issues, is extremely insane. Because the whole point of school is to teach others and to help people develop their minds and get jobs or such and such. So I don't understand why we're getting bullied, why it is not stopped, why it is like considered normal, why it is so normalized. And also I do not understand why teachers are like constantly think that they're smarter than the students. I'm not talking smarter in their subject, I'm talking why they think they're smarter intellectually. Just remember, be humble around others. If you have friends, anyone, just talk to them, but keep everything personal to yourself, and just whatever they say or do, whether it's good or bad, don't take it personally, don't take it to heart, because you will get attached to these people, whoever it is, whether that's your bully, your friend, your teacher. But at the end of the day, the more you learn that the only person that you can safely attach to is yourself, the more you'll realize how completely unnecessary it is to have a huge social circle. Now, plenty of you probably do have actual friends, and I'm really happy for you guys, but you have to realize, are these people actually giving me any value in my life? Because 9 times out of 10 they're not. 9 times out of 10 the only reason you have like friends in your life is because you're scared to be alone. You're scared to exist with yourself. So now you have to do some inner work here. The problem is not the school, the problem is how you're behaving and how you are handling what other people are pushing upon you. So please, whatever situation you're in school or in life, just learn to detach yourself from that and learn to focus on things that are actually important for you, whether that's who you want to be in the future or your job or your hobbies. Just find a direction that you want to focus in and just lock in on that direction, because nobody else is going to do it for you. People are going to continuously drag you down, including teachers, and it's really crazy. So don't listen to, especially peers, your fellow peers, don't listen to them, don't take it personally, and just, if they have valuable information, obviously then like acknowledge it and see if you can learn from it, but do not take anything personally, because you'll probably forget their names in 10 years or so. And even if you don't, you have to learn how to detach yourself from situations, because the amount of like bad things you're going to go through in life is insane. So the faster you learn how to love yourself and be alone, the better. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope this helped you in any way, and remember that being alone and being lonely are two completely different things. Anyway, bye guys.